In this workout, I share my top 5 exercises for pelvic floor health. The muscles of the pelvic floor are important to stop bladder leakage, but they also help support the back, and they play an important role in sexual health. Before we get started, have you heard of SilverSneakers Live? SilverSneakers Live features classes especially curated for you. From dance to Tai Chi and from yoga to strength training, all classes are led by certified instructors. All this comes at no additional cost to you. Click on the first link in the description box below to check your eligibility. We'll be performing these movements lying down on the back. You can choose to get down to the floor or use your bed or couch for this workout. A ball, a block, or a rolled up towel will help bring awareness to your muscles as we move through this session. For this session, we'll be on our back. Make sure you have your ball, your block, your towel or blanket close by so that you can reach it. But I'm going to set mine aside, and we'll start with some breath work. So go ahead and set your equipment aside, and then come down onto the bed, the floor, and get comfortable. Tuck the shoulders away from the ears. Just place your hands next to your hips and find a place where your back feels neutral. You're not pushing it against the floor and you're not arching your back. And then with your hands on your lower belly, we'll start with a little breath work. Inhale and relax your abdominals. And then as you exhale, draw your belly in and gently up. So the belly sinks as you exhale. And as you inhale, it gets round. Lengthening the back of the neck, look just past the knees, maybe above the knees. And then try and relax your face and notice the flow of your breathing. We're breathing into the belly. Inhaling with a round belly and exhaling, drawing your abdominals gently in and up. Find a rhythm that feels good, and maybe for a breath or two more. Just enjoy the rhythm, that rising and falling of the breath. And next we'll add a pelvic floor lift, so a little Kegel. So inhale, and as you exhale, draw your abdominals in and up, and then do that pelvic floor lift, the Kegel. Relax as you inhale. So exhale, neutral spine, and a pelvic floor lift. Think of the pelvic floor kind of like a hammock or a sling, and it's lifting up towards your belly. Let's do a few more of those breaths. Try not to fire off your glutes or your legs. And this takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of awareness. But as you engage your abdominals, you do a Kegel. Almost like you're cutting off the flow of urine. One more time. And then let's move on to a pelvic tilt. So for the pelvic tilt, think of relaxing the legs. It's really easy to push into the legs to get the tilts, but we want the tilt to come from your core, to come from the muscles that support your pelvis. So, with beautiful posture, again, exhale and press your lower back gently towards the floor without pushing with your legs or your feet. So it's a little harder this way, but we're engaging the right muscles. And then we're gonna arch, almost like you're trying to create room to put hands behind your back. Nothing should hurt, and it's your pain-free range. But go ahead and give it a try. If you place your hands on the points of your hips or your hip bones, you can feel, it almost feels like if your pelvis were a punch bowl, when you tuck under from the tailbone and press the lower back towards the mat or the bed. You're spilling punch towards your chest. And then spill punch towards your feet. And you probably can see it, but let me move my arm away and you might be able to see a little bit better that flattening of my back. And then a slight arch, not too much. And then come back to neutral. We can do any of these movements maybe 5 to 10 times without too much force, because you may feel the engagement a little bit later on. So get comfortable again and imagine that your belly has a clock on it. 12 o'clock is up towards your face. 6 o'clock is down towards your feet. So again, with your hands on your hips, just so that to bring you a little bit more awareness. We'll start to tip without pushing with the feet. Engage your abdominals, belly button in and up. You can try a Kegel, so that pelvic floor lift, and then tip from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Resist the urge to push down with the feet. So 12 to 6. And then try 1 to 7 a few times. So it can be a challenge more on one side than the other. And then 2 to 8. Very subtle changes. And your feet may try to press, your legs may try to work, but resist the urge. It gets a little easier the more you do it. And then side to side, 3 to 9. It's really challenging. You'd think it'd be easier than it is. 4 to 10. And then try 5 to 11. Easy breathing. It's easy to hold your breath here. Of course, you can go around the clock again, but grab your tool, your ball, and place it between your thighs a little bit superior to your knees, so towards your body, towards your hips. And then find this nice posture here. Feet, ankles, knees, and hips all in alignment with each other. So if the ball is too big, your knees will flare out. If it's too small, then your knees will drop in. So go ahead, drop the belly button, engage your core, try a Kegel. Neutral spine, so there's a little arch, not rounded, nor is it very arched, and then squeeze the ball all at the same time. So find your inner thigh muscles, and then release. Inhale. Drop your abdominals, Kegel, neutral spine, squeeze. Without using the legs and pushing with your gluteals. So it's a progression. Abdominals, pelvic floor lift, Kegel, squeeze. Without flattening your back, keep neutral spine. That's the challenging part. Try it again. Drop, pelvic floor lift, squeeze. Maintaining neutral posture. Now you can progress this. I'm going to give it a try by extending one leg. So give the ball a squeeze, but it's gentle, maybe 30 to 50% of your max. And try extending and bending. And notice how that feels. Let's just do the right leg a couple times. Your thighs stay parallel. Try the left. And so that's the next progression. Let's give it a try. Neutral spine. There's a little bit of room there. Belly button in and up, so that nice firm engagement in your core. Pelvic floor lifts. Squeezing the ball. Extend your right leg. Keeping your back in neutral. Extend your left. Without rocking. That's it. And then, relax. Let's do that a few more times. Abdominals, compress. Pelvic floor lift. Squeeze the ball gently without firing off your gluteals. Reach. and reach. We'll do it one more time. You can do this 5 to 10 times with or without that leg extension. So compression in your core, Kegel, pelvic floor hammock lift. Squeeze the ball gently, 30 to 50% of your max with a neutral spine. So preserve a little bit of the angle and curve in your lower back. And then relax. So step your feet out a bit, just a bit, and your thighs will stay closer together. So this next one is more challenging than you would think. But brace the core, so find that core engagement with neutral spine if possible. Squeezing the ball, push the feet out and away. So you're going to engage some muscles that will help you become more aware of what your pelvic floor is doing. So it'll help you get strong and supported, and then relax. Make sure you breathe and always pay attention to your posture, your spine. So squeezing the ball, you've already supported, compressing gently in your core. Pelvic floor lift, squeezing the ball and push the feet out away from center. Let's try that once or twice more. It's challenging not to arch or flatten the back, so push away. So do you feel your very deepest core engaged, even though there's no real movement? I'm going to do that one more time. So the work, the bracing, neutral spine, pelvic floor, squeeze, and then push the feet out away from center. And then take the ball, put it to the side, walk the feet back in, and try that pelvic tilt again. Notice how you feel. So we're just gonna kind of go back, give yourself a little back massage without pushing down with the feet. So a little roll. Forward and back. You can do this workout every day for 1 to 3 rounds to optimize your pelvic health. And for more ideas on how to stay healthy, strong, and connected, check out our live classes at the link below.